Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the world of Wraith. We got a lot to go over today. It's day one of the Hunted, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off with some generics. Ryan remain about $5, $6 dollars. Oh, one more thing to note: this is not financial advice. Anything you choose to buy, do with your own discretion. This is strictly my opinion. All right. Now, like I was saying, Ron remains a little over $5. I think this will drop a lot. It's day one. I don't think it's worth getting. I think the card will be really good in the future, but as of now, $5. Don't think it's worth it. Dual threat, $12. I thought this card was gonna be insane. So $12 looking pretty cheap to me. This card is really good. I'm gonna hold off before I get. I think I need one more copy, but $12 is not a bad price. And oh no, my cat just got on the. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, $12 is not bad for dual threat. This will definitely go up over time, so I would get it sooner than later. If you want to wait a day or two, that's probably just fine. But make sure you get this soon because this is gonna be a staple for the future, guaranteed. Next up, Warrior Sharpened Senses. Super cheap right now, $5. I thought this card was gonna be cheap. Might get even cheaper. Let's see. If you give it a day or two. Shout out X Play Games, first one here. But even if it gets cheaper in the future, make sure you pick it up soon for like $3, $4 because this card is definitely gonna spike. A lot of warriors are gonna like this. I think Dory will really like this. So don't sleep on Sharpened Senses. Next up, Provoke the regular one, non-foil, about $7, $8. Another great warrior staple. Gonna be here for a long time. Kind of has like a Siren's Call effect. Um, great card. I mean, they really are trying to buff up warriors. Warriors have been slacking the last couple of metas. So if you're a warrior player, you know, I would definitely recommend getting this sooner than later. But there's also the extended art Provoked. Right now we have one seller for $63 just about. Shout out Cards of Avalice, giving you a nice little deal. Hopefully everybody will follow in his steps because yeah, these are kind of overpriced. So shout out this seller. $63 this is a nice deal. I think I sold one of these for 65, so I do think the price will slowly go towards this. I wouldn't pay $80 for this. It's a great warrior staple. Maybe over time it'll be worth, $100, $130. But right now on release, guys, like I've been saying on my market watch, the Haunted is going to be massively opened. Massively opened. It's a great set. A lot of bangers. Jagged Edge, about $11, $10 for the warriors that have a lot of prison players in their locals. All of the New England area. Make sure you got your Jagged Edge. Great card. And $10, I think it's gonna drop, but I wouldn't feel bad picking it up for $10. Long Whisker Loyalty. This is one of Fang's power cards. About $7, $8. Guys, I don't really know how good Fang's gonna be. It's looking tough for him right now. But if you're a Fang believer, I would pick this up sooner than later. This is one of his strongest cards. Lets him attack with his daggers twice. Let's get his daggers +2. It's a modal card, so being able to pick modes, kind of like how E-Strike, Levels of Enlightenment, cards that have flexibility are really good. Um, Maybe pick this up like tomorrow or the day after. We got this guy with 10 quantities. Cards of Ivalice again, however you pronounce that, 5. Yeah, I think Fang is he has a lot of work to be done. But if you like him, I would pick this up probably soon-ish. But I could just see this dropping. I could even see this being like a $3 Majestic. So don't stress it if you don't want to pick it up for 7. Oath of Loyalty. I think it's another Fang card, but many Draconics could play it, like even Phi, maybe Syndra, but I don't think Syndra will play it. About $11. It's a really good card, but something's telling me it's just gonna drop. $11 is not a bad price for it, but I don't think this is going to see too much play outside of Fang and Fi. But we also have the EA. Now, 140 for this EA is it's quite a lot. I think this is going to sell around 60-ish. Um, but I can't tell the future. You know, if you think 140 is a good price for it, do your thing. But none have sold for this price, and I don't think any will sell for this price. Devotion Never Dies. This was pre-releasing for like $20, but look at this, 7-6. The card's good, but it's not like a insane card. I think if you're playing Draconic Ninja, I would get this. This will be in 5. This will be in Syndra. $6 is pretty cheap. Let's see the rainbow foils. $15 for the rainbow, so a little bit higher. I think it's a good card. Definitely pick up your playset if you're interested in playing Draconic Ninjas, but I could see it dropping $1 or $2. Wrath of Retribution Extended Art. This is essentially the Syndra specialization, even though it doesn't say specialization. And this is the extended art for about $10. Only 10 listings. Might be okay to just buy it now. Syndra, I don't think it's going to be too good in the meta, but I think she will have her time to shine. $10 for EA specialization. You only need one. I don't think this is a bad deal at all. This is probably worth picking up if you want to play Syndra. Drop of Dragon Blood. I don't know if this sees a lot of CC play. $33 is kind of high for me for an EA. Could be good. I would personally avoid it right now. You know, shout out these sellers. These people are trying to juice, you know, trying to get that money back. This card is definitely not worth 78. 33, like, it might be worth it if, you know, you really like the card. But I think this is going to be opened a lot more. And I think people are going to start undercutting each other. Bubble to the Surface. This is what I think Drop of Dragon Blood is kind of going to be like. To be real, they're more like Fang cards because you can play them as instants. And give your daggers go again and +1. And they'll kind of give you back a resource, or this will give you a card draw. Well, not a card draw, like it'll reveal the top card of your deck. Dragon Blood gives you a draw card. $8 I think is a pretty good price for it. That's what I think these little EAs will be worth. Dragon Blood is legendary. You only need one. This, if you want to play, you can play up to 3. Yeah, don't buy Dragon Blood. Not until it gets to like around this price. Fire and Brimstone EA. This looks so fresh. Look at my boy Fang, looking like a villain. 14-15 bucks. Not a bad price. Only 8 listings. These EAs are gonna be a little hard to pull, but the set's gonna be very massively opened. I would try to get it for like $10. You know, it's a one-off. It looks amazing, but it's a rare, so probably won't be too hard to pull, especially with all of the haunted that's going to be opened. Kiss of Death non-foil, about 11-12 bucks. Let's see, rainbow foils, oof, 25. I think the rainbows, you could see them around like 18, maybe even $20. So wait up a little bit on them. But we got the extended art cold foil Kiss of Death. Check it out. X-Play Games once again. First one, 120. It's tough to say, guys. This is probably one of like the hardest cards to pull. 120. I'm not crazy about the price. I would try to get it for lower, but I don't think it's a bad idea. You know, for 120. I don't know how much more the quantity of this is gonna be. Only 6 listings, so you know, if you want to wait a day or two, see if there's like people trying to undercut each other, I would try to buy this for like 90, but you know, this might just stay this high. It's a hard card to pull. Take Up the Mantle, about 17 for the non-foil. Rainbow foil, about 40. This card's gonna be really good, but I don't know how many assassins are gonna run it. But its ability to copy, you know, bonds, its ability to copy all like these stealth cards from the banish zone. It gets pretty crazy. I kind of like how they give an assassin ways to like use cards from your graveyard, whether that's Codex of Frailty, you know, putting it back in your arsenal, whether it's take up the mantle, copying it. I think it's really cool. Pain in the backside. This is one of, I think this might be the only card that makes your dagger hit but doesn't destroy it. It's really cool. It reminds me of like, let's say you're playing like a video game and you use your special ability, Pain in the Backside. Your character kind of dashes to them and stabs them. I don't know. I love Flesh and Blood. Such a cool card. I think this is actually a really good assassin cards because their daggers have on hits. But ninjas, this is like a 0 for 4 go again, which is still pretty good. But I don't know, you know, if we play that, especially because they can just block 3 and then it's just a 0 for 3 go again head jab. But in assassins, this is definitely really good. $17 might be a little too high, but I wouldn't mind picking it up for $17. Rainbow foils 24, yeah. I'd pay a little bit extra to get the rainbow foils. This guy has 5. You can get a playset for about 70. Throw dagger 16. This is essentially a flick knives and you draw a card. 0 cost, blue block 3. Artwork looks sick. I don't think this is a good price for it. I could see throw dagger being like a $10, $8 majestic. Let's see the rainbow foils. Yeah, 26. No way. I would skip on this for now. Savor Bloodshed, another amazing card, but $15. I think it's a fair price. I could definitely see it dropping, maybe like to 10. Remember, guys, this set is going to be open like crazy. We're going to be drafting this set. People are going crazy for Command and Conquer. About 24 for the foils. People are already starting to undercut each other. You know, I saw X-Play Games was usually the first one listed this morning. And now we got people cutting it to 24.20. I would feel good about buying this maybe around 18-ish. Tarantula Toxin. About $6 for the non-foil. Oh. I'm not sure why this listing says $6, but they're not even down here. Looks like 10. I think this card is good. It's really good with Kiss of Death and the new token dagger. But besides that, it's just like a pump. It's a block 3. I think it's going to be good in Marionette, but I don't know if many other assassins will be playing it. I would look to get it for $5-6. Looks like there's no foils on the market. $5-6. I would feel comfortable paying it. Might be a little too high right now. Quake Dodge Flexors, the elephant in the room. Essentially 160, 30 on the market. Guys, I think this will go to 140, 130 maybe. The thing is, look at the sells. 3 have sold today. Yeah. The thing is, even though we're gonna get more quantity, I think this is actually gonna be selling. This card is so good and many people are gonna want it. I would try to snag it up for 120 if you can. 110 maybe. But this card is definitely gonna stay on the up and up. Its cold foil counterpart. 11 listings on TCG. Pretty much $200. Then it goes to 240, 260. Guys, cold foils pertain so much value. Let's say 5 years down the line, if this gets reprinted, it's not going to be in cold foil. It probably won't even be in rainbow foil, but the cold foil will hold more of its value. Pay a little extra to get the cold foil. Probably worth it. 200 is not bad. Like, again, I'm not saying buy it. I'd probably try to get these for like 170 if you can. But yeah, I don't think 200 is a bad deal for the cold foil. This will definitely maintain its price. And Once we're on the next set, it's probably just gonna climb up. I could see this being like a $300 cold foil, you know, down a year down the line. Dragon Scalar's Flight Path, about 65-ish for the rainbow foil, cold foil, about 110, 111. I don't think this is going to be seeing a lot of play. I would try to pick up the rainbow foil for like $50, $40. The cold foil though, this is definitely seen play in Dromai, Living Legend. Cold foil, if you can get it for 90-ish, I think it's a good deal. Again, guys, these prices are very early that we're looking them at, so expect a lot of these things to be a little overpriced. Blood Splattered Vest. I think this card is being so overvalued. It's really good, but I just think it's way too much right now for 87. I think this will go to 60. I personally still need my playset. I'm gonna try to get it from 60. Um, yeah, I think it's a little too high right now. The EA though for 180. I mean, this EA looks sick, but no, I think 180 is a pretty solid price for it. Some of the other EAs from Rosetta have settled around 130. So I think this will settle around 140, 150. This is a dual class equipment. So this is for Assassin and Ninjas. Maybe that's kind of why it's a little higher than other legendaries. I would try to get this for 150. Rainbow foil, I would try to get it for 60. Kabuto of Imperial Authority, 70, 71. Guys, this is a warrior helm. You know, I could be incorrect. I don't think warriors are going to be too crazy this meta. Watch me get proven wrong in like 2 days with Memphis coming up. But I would try to get this for like 50. And then if you want if you want to bring this little art box down, boom. If you want to pay for this little chest, it's going to be a couple more bucks. We got Fang looking fresh. Yeah, 115 for the EA. It's not bad. I was saying how EA settle around 130. If you want to wait and risk it for the biscuit, try to get this for 100 or 95 or something. But 115, I give this price 10 big booms. This is pretty good. Even you can see here, once these go, it jumps up to 150. This guy has 4 listings available. Green Tree SC. So shout out to him with them. Next up, Shelter from the Storm. $55. Guys, it's looking tough. There's no rainbow foils on the market right now. I would pick this up within the next 2 days. Look at these sell rates. Bunch have been selling today. 3, 5, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 12 sold today for about this price. They were already pre-selling. Yeah, if you want to wait maybe a day or two, try to get these for like 45, 50, but this is one of the chase cards from this set. This is not going to go down a lot. So yeah, be vigilant when you're buying this. Try to get a good deal, but also be aware that this is in high demand. So next up, the EA, $250. This might be the second hardest card to get from this set, or at least the second most desired. Yeah, 250. This card looks insane, and I think over time, you know, give it a year down the line, this is easily going to be like a $300, maybe $350 card. The EA looks so awesome. You know, they got the little parrot here. They got the pirate theme going on. It's a great meta relevant card. 250 is a little too high for me. I would try to wait it out. Maybe if you can get, you know, a playset for 600 around there, get a copy for 200, that would be good. But I wouldn't feel bad about getting it for this price if you do want to get it, because over time it's going to be higher than this. Ignite, the regular one is about 8. I think this is a really cool Draconic Ninja card, it helps them out a lot with their blue issues because a lot of the times simply having a one cost in your hand with 4 reds could kind of just brick your whole hand. You'll have to pitch a red to play your one cost, and it just feels so bad. But thanks to Ignite, you can just play all red hands like that. You know, play Ignite and then play your like Mounting Anger, then play your other red cards. You know, the card is really good. I would highly advise anybody to get it if you're playing Draconic Ninja. We also have the extended art. It's looking like it's about 120. This extended art looks amazing. I think getting it for about 100 to 90 is a good price point. Might be a little overvalued at 120. I don't think the card's gonna be like crazy meta relevant, at least not, you know, in the near future. But the card does look amazing. I would try to get it for, you know, 90 or $100. But since it's not gonna be like Shelter from the Storm that everybody wants it, I do see people undercutting each other and this dropping down. Next up, Schism of Chaos, the Fabled. About $83, $85. This is pretty standard for when a Fabled comes out. Might get a little bit lower. Might be like an $80, $70 card. And then the Cold Foil, $250, $275. Then it goes to $300. Yeah, I would personally just get the cold foil, not the cold foil, the rainbow foil, and call it a day. But the cold foil will probably be a highly sought after collector's item. I think this is the 3rd most valuable card in this set, if I'm not wrong. Command and Conquer. Guys, I've been talking about this card a lot. None have sold, which is really good. These sold on pre-order on my last market watch. If you saw that, I was saying like this is not what you should be doing. Let the sellers undercut each other. 21 listings. I think it'll drop lower. This card should not be worth more than the original reprint, at least not the non-foil variant. Let me check real quick, because I think the EA is around 400. Yeah, 400. This is probably the most sought after card in the set, so don't think this is a bad price for it. It's still way too high for my liking, but I don't think this is gonna drop, to be honest, guys. Even though I'm saying this set's gonna be massively opened, I don't think we're gonna see a lot of quantities of this. And this isn't foiled too. Comes in extended art rainbow foil. Looks pretty sick. Next up, Young Arachne Marvel, $90. Oh no, my cat just went crazy. Sorry about that. Back to the video. Young heroes usually don't. Wow, I'm actually really surprised that this is 180, 90, 90. Young heroes don't usually hold a lot of value. I think you could get a Young Arachne for $50 maybe. A little more, a little less in the future. Yeah, I would avoid this for now. Kind of crazy that, you know, these people are trying to get so much for it. Shout out to these Cold Foil Hero. Hey, look, card of Ivalice. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And Green Tree SC. Trying to undercut these guys because these guys are way overvaluing it. I still think it's gonna get lower than this, but that's a better price than what the other guys are asking for. Arachne Marionette. Guys, there's a lot of hype on this hero. He looks amazing. Just look at this artwork, like crazy. 300, sorry, 200 might be a little overpriced, but that looks amazing. I would say try to get yours for like 150, 170. Only 8 listings, and it's all about 200. None have sold. If you want your Marvel, I would wait it out a little bit. I think you can get a nice deal for 150-ish. Now onto the Arachne Marvels. Black Widow, 125. I think this is a kind of a solid price. I think this is where it's going to stay at. Number 1 and number 6 are the best. And number 1 is like a waifu. You guys know, if you have any TCG experience. If there's a lady on the card, people love that shit. So, unfortunately, since there's a lady on the card, this one's going to be a little more expensive. And it actually has a really good effect. 125, yeah, I think it's a solid price. I think it should stabilize around there. Try to get her for like 100. Funnel Web, 81. Not a bad price. I think I sold one of these for 90. Um, 81 does not seem like a bad price, but if people start undercutting each other, I could see this going to 70. Or Weaver, another great form, making the Graphene Calycera about 90. I would try to get the the 2 through 5, I should say, for around $80. Ask your local LGS, all the players around there. Go to the Facebook groups, go to Discord. I would try to get them for around 80. This is not a bad price, but once you're adding these to your cart and you have to do taxes, it gets pretty close to 100. Tarantula for 90. See, this is overvalued right now. I think this is easily gonna drop. Only 9 listings. Would wait for these to be around 80. This surprised me. Trapdoor for 75. Shout out Gnomeville. 76. Before tax for a trapdoor. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is one of the best forms. If you just transform and get a free trap and you're playing with a 5 card or 6 card hand, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think it's honestly gonna be around this price. So if someone snacks this up, would not call that a bad deal. But if you want to wait, it's completely okay to wait. Arachne slipped through the cracks. Marvel. I think this is the most expensive card in the set right now, but I don't know how much demand is for this card. There's none sold. People are trying to juice. I've seen it on Facebook and Discord. People are trying to. I've seen people ask for 1,000, for 900. Guys, we literally just got this in the pre-release pack, the non-Marvel, just a rainbow foil. Don't buy this. If you want to get the Marvel, give it a week or two. I think you could get this for like 300. I think its pull rate is very hard, but I don't think it's worth this much. So if you want the Arachne Marvel, give it a week or two. Try to get a good deal off it. I think 300, maybe 250. Next up, Young Syndra, $100. Don't do it. Just wait. Adult Syndra, 180 for the light plate and then 300. This seems ridiculously high for me. I think her adult will settle around 200. If you want to get the light foil, the light plate, cold foil, take a risk. 180 does not seem like a bad price. All of this seems kind of crazy to me. 300 for Syndra. She's not going to be too meta relevant. The Marvel does look stunning, but I think it should settle around 200. Young Fang, you already know what I'm going to say. Don't do it. Just wait. Adult Fang, 200. I would think this is a good pickup at around 150, maybe 130. Depends how good he does in the meta. I think he's underexplored. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it for 200. I'd say 150 is a pretty good spot in my opinion. Alright, onto the expansion slots. Warcraft Tamias, about $7-ish. Rainbow foil, we got $22. If you want to get your non-foil set right now, don't think it's a bad time for you Prism mains. If you want to get your rainbow foils, I would wait a day or two. I think these can start dropping. Warcraft Bologna for the Bolton players, about $5-6. Just no rainbow foils available. This is gonna get put like in the bulk majestic slot. People are gonna pull it, and it's not gonna be a good pull. The last one, since it's for Prism and the community loves Prism, it's gonna be valued a little higher. But Bolton is kind of down in the dirt right now. I would hold off if you want your Warcraft Bologna. You could probably get these for like $2-3. Retrace the past. As much as I want Katsu to be good, I don't think this is the card that's gonna make him good. It's gonna help him. but no rainbow foils on the market yet. $5, $6 not a bad price. I would hold off, try to get it cheaper. Thick hide hunter, about $9. I would hold off. I think it's definitely get lower. But the EA for 65 could probably go to 50-ish, I'm thinking. This EA looks so amazing. Call for 6. We saw this card. Everybody was going crazy over Vincent. I think the card is really good. $6 is not a bad price to pay. And I do think it's gonna stick around that price. I think a lot of people are gonna be putting time in on Vincent, so it might not be a bad time to pick it up. Thousand Room Blood. I'm not no Viserai player. Ask your local Viserai player if this card is good. Well, the card is good, but I don't know if it's good in Viserai. About $7, and then the rainbow foils. Oh, rainbow foils for 11, guys. I would get the rainbow foils. This is I think this is pretty good. Even if it doesn't see play now, I think this will definitely see play in the future. Yeah, this is solid for $11. I did not expect it to be that low. I thought it was gonna be like a $20 rainbow foil. No time zone. I don't even know. This card makes me feel like this dog. I don't know if it's good. When it enters the arena, name a card. The named card can't be pitched or played from hand while this is in the arena. It might have certain niche applications on certain metas. If you're a mechanologist main, sure, pick it up. But I would wait for it to get a little cheaper. I could see this being a $1 Majestic. Does come in cold foil. Let's see how much the cold foils are valued at right now. About $20, yeah. $19. Maybe the cold foil will land around 15. It's better than getting cold foil equipment if you get a box. But yeah, I would hold off on these for now. Rolling Fissure. It's a pretty cool Guardian card that helps you deal against auras. If you're a Guardian main, about $5. It's not bad. I would get this sooner than later. Maybe get it within the next 2 days. I think Guardians are going to have a huge revamp of their class and what they can do with the Guardian pack coming out. So this being printed before the Guardian pack, I think this will spike once we get closer to it. So I would get my copy sooner than later if you're a Guardian player. Enchanted Quiver. It's a pretty cool. I love the quivers for Rangers. If you're a Ranger, about $3. Can't go wrong with that. It's pretty cheap. I'd probably try to pick it up locally. This does come in cold foil, but it seems like there's none in the market. $3, not bad for Enchanted Quiver. Last but not least, Brody Spurlocked. $5. Unfortunately, guys, I think this might be another bulk Majestic, at least for now. I don't know if Chaos Arachne plays it, and he's the only hero that can play it. I would try to get my playset for cheap, because I do think this card will see play eventually. But I think right now is not the time for it. If you want to get your playset for, I think $3, $2, this is going to be massively open, and some of the Majestics are going to be very cheap. So $5 I think might be a little too high for it. I don't think the card sees play. As awesome as it is to have a player on the card, I don't think it's going to see much play anytime soon. Maybe once we get another Chaos hero, or the Chaos pool starts expanding. Well, we only have 2 Chaos cards, which is kind of crazy. Well, that pretty much wraps it up, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you like this type of content, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And let me know down below, what card are you hoping to pull when you buy a box? Well, not just like value-wise, but what card do you want, Maybe you want some of the legendaries, or maybe you want your card for Bolton. Let me know down below. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.